Good morning, welcome to Planet Mojo. I haven't really filmed anything in the last 4 or 5 days. I did do a little bit either 4 or 5 days ago of me doing my maintenance, and then I just lost interest and kept going so I could get this done. What I'm going to do today is finish up that maintenance. The next 2 days are going to be spent on the little tiny house, so I'll wrap that maintenance up, at least for now. And while I'm wrapping up that maintenance, I'll show you some views of the property that you might not see very much. First thing I'll do is go up by the road there and show you my nice oak trees along the road right after everything's been cut. Got some cowbirds there picking up all the seeds. This place is loaded with seeds. I burned it a couple days ago. You could see the damage to the tree. That'll heal just fine. But you could see the native grasses. When you burn like this and the grasses are just starting to green up, it actually gives them a boost and they shoot forth a bit quicker. I'll be watering in this area shortly to help get any seeds that are in the ground sprouted, and then I'll be killing it back right after that. I'm going to be planting this in buffalo grass real soon. And here's the trees. This is that funky tree. It's got about 10 inches of growth right here, 8 inches there. I'm not sure what's on the top, but I hope the top just stays where it is for a little bit and this thing fills in. Kind of an odd tree. But this is the front. Trees are starting to look really nice and beautiful. The leaves, well, they're not completely hardened out yet. They get a dark green on the top. Not quite there. They're a little fuzzy on the bottom, but looking real good. What kind of growth we got on these? That's about 8 inches. Not all that much on top, which is fine. These can bush out, but this is the new look here. The fence used to go right along here. I cut back into the grass a little bit, and now I'm cutting all the way around this. These are the two big trees. I've always cut around the trees. I don't really have to do that much anymore, but it just looks nicer. And you could see down, that's where the horses used to hang out, underneath this big walnut tree right here. I got to get in there and prune some of the low branches, but you could see this trail goes all the way down to that corner way back there and then goes right up the fence line up to the road up there. We're not going to go over there. I just wanted to show you this place and give you an idea what it looks like without the horses here. All the grasses are going to seed. Yeah, this right here is orchard grass. Most of this is orchard grass right here. I believe that's perennial rye back there. Same here. Okay, I sprayed all this stuff last year when we had this road put in. I believe that was last year. Yeah, last year, because we put that wall, finished the wall up and did all this stuff here. These are the other boulders that were in that dirt over there. We had them put this in. Now we're going to have this connected to the trail there, even that off a bit. We may do that just by adding a little dirt to this and graveling it up. What we need to do is transition this road into that road there. And you got to kill back all these weeds, otherwise they're going to be popping up right in the middle of the road. So that's something I got to do in the spring quite a bit, and then as the summer wears on, not quite as much, but you got to do it around your buildings. Otherwise you're going to have trees growing right at the base of your building real quick. This right here used to be like a bridge going to the door over there because it was a swamp back here. Now I got to get rid of this. I'm going to shovel that dirt off. I don't want the dirt just put onto the gravel because that'll just be a huge mess. But I'll have to get back with this a little bit later today. Hopefully I can get this done today. I'm going to pull that over by the dry lot and get that burnt. Lots of stuff to do. Right now, I need to go get rid of some trees in the north dry lot, trees that are growing in the round pen, and I need to pick up all the horse stuff that's still in there and bring it up to this west dry lot for the horse rummage sale, which is coming next week. This is the triangle. That's where I had that really big fire. You could see that there is tons of grass and stuff growing back here. I watered this about 4 or 5 days ago, and that's what made all this stuff sprout up. Now I got to come back here and kill all of this stuff again. I'll probably have to do it one more time before I plant the buffalo grass, but by the time I plant the buffalo grass, hopefully none of this stuff will be coming up anymore. Decided to give you a walking tour of this area. I just cut this morning. All the trails look really nice, except for this one. Got 3 trees down here. I believe there's a couple more right around the corner. There's a tree that was bending over the road that is now way too low. That's going to be a whole day for that video. I'm going to have to clear this entire loop. It goes around, about a 1/4 mile that way, and then back up to the road again, and up by the vineyard down there. That will take a while. So the work I got to do right now is remove the trees that are growing inside the round pen, and there's a couple little ones right outside the round pen there. Get those removed. I should get the one on the side of the hill as well. Get them removed and get them on the burn pile right away. When I'm going around doing all that other stuff, I gotta do this stuff as well. Get these low-hanging branches off the road. It's a lot of maintenance, but you're working in a beautiful place. All right, we're right on the outside of the round pen. We got this little mulberry bush. Cut it off a little bit below the top of the soil, so I can get in here with the mower and mow this stuff. That will never come back. This is a pretty good sized tree. I'd say it's a good 12 feet, but probably closer to 14 feet. And this has grown up in just the last maybe 2 years. I can't remember the last time this was used, but it wasn't that long ago. All right, let's get this cut out of here. All right, now I'm going to cut it down just below the surface. And spritz it with some Torden. Beautiful. Another big one like that. And I think I got a mulberry tree right behind us here. Get rid of that right away. These last 4 or 5 days that I've been doing all this stuff have been insanely hot. Today is probably the coolest of the days. It's been not only hot, but we've had an ozone alert and we've had smoke from a Canadian forest fire. So it's a little bit hard to breathe sometimes. Well, plus we're at a high altitude, so all of the above make it a little hard to breathe at times. All right. I think next time I cut, I'm going to cut down at least to the end of that fence right there. That is the north pasture. That's actually the east part of the north pasture. The round pen, this is where I took out the trees. One here, one over there, and one right here. Now I can mow through this. There's the old pasture. I got a couple trees that I got to get out of there. One there, one there. Well, it's more than a couple. There's a few more down in here as well. But if I want to cut all the way around this one, I'm going to need to get rid of those trees. And I'm not sure that's going to happen this year. There's the dead vineyard. The string on the fence there is taken out, the horse fence, and I've been cutting on the other side of it, but now I got to cut this area as well. Otherwise this is just going to get way overgrown, and we still use this container. Yeah, every time I cut here I run into new stuff. There's stuff buried in the ground and just all over the place. Which brings me to the next thing I need to do. I got to get all of this horse stuff out of here. Like that. I'll hit something like that with the lawnmower if it's buried in the grass. I just hit a harness this morning. So let me gather up some of this stuff. I'm probably going to have to make a couple trips. I got to get them steps, the 2 barrels, that barrel over there. I got to dump that water. I need to get that solar fence charger. Yeah, lots of work. All right, all done with the north pasture and north dry lot for right now. Hopefully we sell this round pen this Friday, or at least this summer, so I can get in there and cut this whole thing. I couldn't get that barrel out of there because it's like a third full of water, and I don't have anything to open that bung. I'm gonna have to look around and see if I can find something. Got the electronic stuff, got the steps and the other stuff, and well, I'll show you what I did these last couple days on the front ditch right away, and then I'll show you what it looks like in the west pasture there. I got to get in here and weed, but what I did, it's been really droughty, so what I did is take my redneck drip irrigation system, my 2.5 gallon jugs, and I put it on individual plants. The only plants that I put it on were these native grasses, and almost all of them were the prairie dropseed, except for that one and another one. That's one of them colored blue stems, but for some reason none of them ever really grow that good. So got one there. There is a lot of them. It took me the entire day. I watered that one as well. I think that's a switchgrass. That's a colored grass as well, but I believe it's switchgrass. But you can see all of these prairie drop seeds. That is what's going to take over this area, that and the buffalo grass, by the end of a couple years. I'm not growing flowers in here anymore. We got a lot of flowers growing anyways from seed, but I'm not planting any new ones. All right. Probably seen this before. Pulled all the posts and everything out of this area and started cutting this grass here. And we're just cutting a path down to our far corner down there so we can get down there. I have a tree planted down there, but I'd like to have a path going around each one of these pastures. Pasture looks really nice though. I'll have to get in here and cut out some of the little baby trees that are in here, but I can do the whole thing in a day. Just cut them, put some Torton on them, and drop them where they lie. This is what the horse rummage sale looks like so far. I believe this is most of the stuff. Just a couple barrels and stuff like that. Got some more stuff up there, and we will be done with the horses. I had this on my list to do today, and I'll probably have to do it. This weed right here will get like 5 feet tall. I cut it last year. I think I made a video of that. I cut it with the altos. It was just insane. But I want to have a burn pit here, so I'm going to have to go in there and spray that stuff. I need to get that old chicken coop. I'm going to drag that with the winch up to here. And this crazy duck pond that I built a couple years back, I need to get that out of here, get the base out of here, and put that on the burn pile. I'll keep the tub part of it. Yeah, just never-ending work. But today, I thought I'd let you see a little bit of it. Thought I'd show you this real quick. Oh, forgot all about that. This is that tree that was doing horrible for years. And then last year, it started doing fairly well. And then this year, it just started going crazy. But it had 2 trunks, and I didn't want it to stay that way. They were exactly even in size. Where is that? Here it is. Still pretty darn green. Look at that compared to what is there. But since I've taken that trunk off, which was just yesterday, this grew up like 6 inches. This will probably grow 40 inches this year. That's my guess. That's what the other ones did. Look at how tall those are. These were all planted at the same time. But what I wanted to show you was this trim job. When I first planted these, I was trimming around them, and they were so small, I had to trim way down to here because this stuff gets about 5 feet tall. So in order to see them when I go on a walk, I had to trim this big circle. Then I started taking the lawnmower and cutting the line behind it. And then I thought, well, what the hell? Why not just get rid of these corners and have a nice path up to the trees? So that's why that's like that. Eventually, I'll be taking out all of this stuff and just planting buffalo grass. Then I won't have to do anything with it. Looking beautiful though. All of these up until this one were planted. This is their 3rd year, and this one was planted last year. I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this or not, but it's really hazy as you get to the other side of the hollow there. And then that's actually another hollow to those far trees, to that far ridge there. And you can see the air quality. It's just piss poor. The conditions are right for developing ozone, and there's a lot of it in the air. So it's a little bit hard to breathe, a little bit hard to work, and I'm gonna go take a little bit of a break and get back at it in a few minutes. I've got a few apples on the tree. Apple fence, espalier. I planted the zinnias, I believe it was 3 days ago. I just checked on the soil, and the soil was dry and hard as a rock. I let this sprinkler go on it for about an hour right after I planted it, and it was drenched like this. That's how hot it's been. You could see my recyclable K-cup containers right there, or one of the containers. All right. Okay, I'll show you the last thing I've done today, and then we'll shut this off and sign off. Show you a look at the back here before we sign off. This right here is perennial rye. I'm slowly getting rid of all that, but not because it looks bad, but because it's not a native grass. I'm going to come in here tomorrow and cut these clumps out of here and give them a little spritz of glyphosate. You could see my blue grandma growing back there. that stuff needs to get some light. The blue grama is a native grass, and the perennial rye is a nurse grass. I'm not exactly sure, but I think this really cool colored grass right here, I believe that's Canadian rye. Got a patch of it right there as well. I don't know. I'll have to look into that. I did plant some other, foul manna grass in this area, and I'm not sure if any of this is foul manna grass. I tried growing cattail. I couldn't get cattail to start from seed. I'm hoping to find existing plant, or buy an existing plant at a nursery or something. Let's yank these out right away. Big old lamb's quarter. And this right here, it's got prickles all over it, but this is actually lettuce, wild lettuce. I'll get rid of that too, and that, and that. I gotta tend to this area tomorrow. I was gonna do it today, but ran out of time again. Yeah, you could see that same color of grass all through there, that bluish color. That might be little blue stem. It's possible it is. Yeah, it's all over, going way down there. But I did plant the Canadian rye back down by the big trees down there. But I don't think it would have made it all the way up here. I'm not 100% sure what kind of grass that is. I'll have to take this tree out while I'm here tomorrow. Got a couple more back in there. It does look beautiful back here with the native grasses. And here's the last thing I did today. I really got to get in here tomorrow and spray quinclorac again. That should probably do it for this upper area. And I just sprayed glyphosate on this entire triangle area. So that'll kill it back again. I'll be doing this once more, probably in a week to 10 days. I'll be killing it back. I'm going to water this in a day or two. And what that'll do is activate the glyphosate and get this stuff all killed back and sprout anything else that happens to want to grow this year. And that's what I'll kill back next time. And with any luck, I won't have all this stuff growing up amongst my new buffalo grass. Look at how beautiful that grass is. It's kind of ugly with the yellow foxtail growing up amongst it, but that's only going to happen for probably another year. Look at how thick it is over there, because that was solid foxtail for a couple years. So there's a lot of seeds in the ground, and they last a long time. Forgot I was going to show you this as well. The buffalo grass is going to seed. It's flowering right now. This is pollen. Going to seed all over the place, but unless I harvest the seed, and I really don't know how to do that, it's not going to do much good in this area because I sprayed that pre-emergent here. I'll make sure to come back and show the progress on these seeds and any ideas I have for harvesting them. There was a few of them last year, but probably a couple dozen out of the entire patch here. Now we got seeds all over the place. I don't know if you're seeing them or not, but they're just flowering right now. But eventually these are going to get fairly big. You'll be seeing that when I plant down here. Well, I'll be planting in 3 different places, so there's going to be a lot of buffalo grass planting this year. And I almost forgot. I did a little bit of a spritz of glyphosate in the pet cemetery. I'm going to be doing work here tomorrow as well. Got a little bloomage here. That is dianthus, both of these. And there was a little tiny one by Gus there. I'm going to spread this rubber mulch, what I have. This is from, a year and a half ago. The bag just disintegrated sitting on the rock here. I'm going to clear this place out, clean it up, and go spread this. And then we'll be done in here for, probably until fall. Whenever I'm over in this area, the wood wrens just get crazy. There's one there, one here, and one there. And they've been using these nests for, I don't know, it's probably been 8-9 years now. I'm gonna have to update these. They're getting a little shabby. Yeah, he's got fresh grass in there, buffalo grass. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I just have a flange on the bottom there. I'll have to make a few more of these and replace these. Okay, so if you want to see that or any of these prairie restoration videos, there's going to be a lot of them this summer. Make sure you subscribe and click on the update icon. If you have any questions or comments, make sure you put them in the comment section below. And if you share the video and or give it a like, it helps the channel out greatly. Thanks for watching and have a great day.